Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Lesmann, and I'd like to speak to you a little bit about my experience with Kangen Water. About 5 years ago, my parents were undergoing some major health problems. My father had undergone 3 heart problems and operations for his cardiovascular system. My mother also was so worried about my father that she started to have some problems with acid reflux, ulcers, and arthritis. My father's health was so bad that the doctor said if he went for surgery, he would probably need a major operation and he'd about a 30% chance of not surviving the operation. My mother, at this point, decided to lay down next to my dad in bed and die with him. She had called me every day crying and said, listen, we've been together since we're 15, and I don't want to survive if your dad doesn't. So I took my dad to the best doctors and hospitals in the world. And a friend of mine, Bob Gradelli, about 6 months ago, came over to my house and told me about the Kangen Water. I didn't know much about it, but I started doing a lot of research. I found out that it was a medical device used in many Japanese hospitals and medical centers. I decided to purchase a machine. I figured I had tried everything, and this was as a last resort. I was going to get this for my parents. I purchased the machine the next day, brought the machine to Laguna Beach, set it up, and told my parents, drink this water like it's medicine. I've tried everything else. I don't know where to go from here, and this is our last resort. So I hooked the machine up and started bringing water into them about 8-10 times a day, walking into their bedroom, had to empty the bedpans. They couldn't get up to go to the bathroom, and just made sure they drank the water. They complained a little at first about having to go to the restroom a little more, but as I said, I helped them with that. After about 3 weeks, I noticed they started to get up and get the water on their own. They really didn't want me to know. They did it behind my back. I don't know if they didn't want me to know that it was working, because they're very stubborn. They're from New York, and my dad doesn't believe in any nutrition, and he thinks everybody in California is a fruit or a nut. They started drinking on their own, and after about 3 or 4 weeks, I left and went back to Manhattan Beach, bought a machine for myself. I started going with Bob and telling people about the benefits of the water after seeing they were getting, out of bed and walking on their own. And about a month later, I got a call from my parents while I was at a meeting. I heard my mother laughing in the background, which I haven't heard her laugh for 5 years. I said, what's going on, Mom? She says, your father and I are at a Monkees concert in Fashion Island. At that point, I said, you know what? Stop drinking the water. The water, it went to your head. She said, no. Every night we walk 20 minutes. We go to different malls, different concerts, different events, and we walk 20 minutes every night. And it so happens the Monkees are playing in Fashion Island, and we're walking around, and we know you like the Monkees, so we're calling you. And I just couldn't believe it. Tears came into my eyes. I said, I had the chills. And I said, wow, you guys didn't exercise ever in your whole lives, even when you were well. She said, I know. But now we want to exercise. We want to get better. And I said, well, you sound like you're doing incredible. And this was another reason that reinforced my belief in the Kangen water. After I noticed an incredible change in my parents, I started researching what this Kangen water actually would do for the body. Being a doctor for over 30 years, I really wanted to know, because I've never seen health benefits in this short of time in any of my patients. So I started researching and realized that over the years, the waters, the sodas, the different foods my parents were eating, even the things they told were good for them, were really not. And they had built up so much acidic waste in their body that in their old age, it started to manifest itself in disease. My mother's acid reflux, her stress, her ulcers, her problems with her digestive system, again, from the food she was eating and the stress that she was under. My dad's cardiovascular problems from the fatty foods, the milk he drank as a kid with the cream in it, and just from inactivity and drinking tons of soda and bottled water. So I found out that this water removes the acidic waste. Well, what happens is when my parents take these acidic things in their body, the acidic waste builds up and stores itself in the fatty tissue. Well, by drinking the acidic water, which has a positive charge, by drinking the Kangen water with the negative charge, it bound to the acidic water and it flushed it from their body. Also, with my mother's acid reflux, it was caused directly by the acid produced in her stomach from stress. Well, the Kangen water started to neutralize the acidic in her stomach, and from thereby got rid of the acid reflux and got rid of the ulcer. My dad's gout was caused from an over buildup of uric acid. From the foods he was eating, he was building up too much uric acid in his body. The Kangen water neutralized the acidic and let it excrete from his body, and thereby giving him a more neutral state of environment, putting him into homeostasis with the environment. So these items that they were taking in and not getting rid of were the major problems this is why this was ongoing for years and years and years. Now, since the results I've gotten with my parents, I started drinking the Kangen water myself. Through my dad's genetic structure, I inherited high blood pressure and gout from my father. I've been on allopurinol for the gout, and I've been on quinapril for my high blood pressure for a number of years. Now, after drinking the water, I've been able to wean myself off of those medications. I now have a blood pressure 120/70, which at one time was 160/100. My uric acid level now has gone down to below 7, which is within normal range. This is why I started trying this with my patients. A lot of my patients are in the film industry. A number of them are very familiar stars, which I'm not going to mention the names. But since I put them on the water and put machines in their homes, some of them had incredible weight loss. Some of them had amazing results, especially with arthritis, with different problems, acid reflux, also with gout, and with weight loss. And now I'm a convinced member of the medical profession that this really works. Over the years, many, many people have come to me, being a doctor up in the West Wilshire Medical Center area, with numerous vitamins, potions, tonics, health drinks, all of which I've tried. None of them ever did anything for me. I could never feel a difference with any of them. I've always tried them out on myself first. Now with water, just water, you could change the life and change the physical being of yourself from the inside out. It's amazing. And that is why, again, I'm such a proponent of this water. You owe it to yourself and your family to try this water. It worked for my parents, it worked for me, and hopefully it'll work for you.